Hey y'all, welcome back to the Video Knife channel. It's February, and that means it's time to celebrate Black History Month. A young white kid in my class asked why we had to celebrate Black History Month and not White History Month. I told him, we will have had 11 White History Months before the year was out, son, so slow your roll. This year's theme is Black Resistance, and today we're going to take a look at the rich and diverse history of African Americans and the resistance against the oppression and discrimination in America. Black History Month is a time to recognize and celebrate the contributions, achievements, and rich history of African Americans in the United States and beyond. Let's start with the man who founded this amazing month of celebration. Meet Dr. Carter G. Woodson, an African American historian and educator who is widely recognized as the father of Black history. In 1926, he established the Negro History Week, and boy did they fight to keep it to 7 days too. With the help of President Gerald Ford, it was later expanded to become the Black History Month we celebrate today. Woodson believed that Black history was important because it was a way of empowering African Americans and raising their awareness of their contributions to the American society. He felt that if Black people were made aware of their past, they would have more pride in their heritage and be better equipped to face the challenges of the present. And ain't that present a challenge enough for some of us? African Americans have been resisting oppression and fighting for justice since they arrived on these shores. From the 1950s and the 1960s, when activists staged sit-ins, boycotts, and walkouts to demand equal treatment, to the more recent efforts to end police brutality and promote racial equality, Black people have been at the forefront of advocating for a dignified and just life in the United States and beyond. Boy, they better be glad that Black folks were a little more humble back then, because if it was today, I know a few ninjas that would be glad to shoot out instead. Throughout history, African Americans have made significant contributions to society in every field, from arts and culture to science and technology and to politics and civil rights. We have produced countless legends like Harriet Tubman, who risked her life to lead hundreds of enslaved people to freedom on the Underground Railroad. And music legends like Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington, who revolutionized jazz with their innovative style and soulful sounds. Michael Jackson was a wonderful legend too, but it's kind of hard to completely include him. I'm still just trying to figure out if he was actually a Black man at all. And who could forget the inspiring words of Martin Luther King Jr., who led the civil rights movement and fought for equality for all people, regardless of the race. One of the most significant events in history of Black resistance is the civil rights movement, led by figures such as Dr. King, Rosa Parks, and John Lewis. This movement aimed to end segregation and discrimination in all areas of life, from education to employment to voting rights. The Civil Rights Movement resulted in many important pieces of legislation, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which helped to improve the lives of African Americans and ensure equal treatment under the law. At some point, some of them will finally read it, I hope. But the fight for justice and equality did not end with the Civil Rights Movement. Black people have continued to resist systematic racism and oppression in all forms, from the fight for economic justice to the advocacy for better health care to the efforts to protect and preserve the environment. Well, I guess we did get Obamacare. We should also celebrate the diversity and beauty of Black culture, which is just as remarkable as its achievements. From the intricate hairstyles that have been passed down through the generations, to the fluid movements of African dance, to the heart-pumping beats of rap music, African Americans have always been at the forefront of creativity and self-expression. Mumble rap, on the other hand, came from the Cleons in outer space. And what about sports? What would the NBA or NFL look like today if they didn't have the talent from the Black community? What would games on the green field resemble if we took away the Black power that the brothers bring? Yeah, golf. Shoot, as much as I love Black History Month, I think it would be even better if they expanded it to something even much better. They need to be more creative. Oh, I know, let's add in Black Future Month too. That would change everything. That would change the game too. I'm all for that. Oh, that way I can know the teams to bet on in all the major sports and games by the number of healthy brothers they had playing for them. To all young Black kids out there, we want you to know that you should be proud of who you are and where you come from. Embrace your culture and never forget the sacrifices and achievements of those who came before you. And remember, every day is a chance to make a difference and to continue the legacy of incredible Black figures who came before us. I said before us when they used to pull up their pants and not show their doo-doo stains on their drawers. Remember that. But it's not just here in America where Black people have made their mark. Black people have dispersed to all corners of the world. And wherever they've gone, they've brought their unique cultural heritage with them. And it's this diversity that makes us all stronger as a people. Yep, those other folks can actually dance pretty well now, thanks to Black people. Some of them anyway. So let's celebrate the diversity and beauty of black culture and honor the memory of those who fought for freedom, justice, and equality. And don't forget, we're here to have a little bit of fun too. So let's add a little humor in the mix. Okay, why do black people love chicken? The same reason that white people love chicken. It tastes good. Okay, we hope you enjoyed this longer episode of the Video Knife channel. We believe that education should be fun, and we're dedicated to bringing you the most entertaining and enlightening content possible. Yeah, we also add in a little silliness and humor too. So to all the people of African descent out there, we want you to know that you're amazing, just the way you are. You should be proud of your heritage and never be afraid to be yourself. But we also want you to know that being black in America is not always easy. Throughout history, African Americans have faced many challenges and obstacles, from slavery to segregation to systemic racism. And even today, we continue to fight for equality and justice. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more fun, thought-provoking commentary. Happy Black History Month. I should have spoken more about that black lady who invented the straightening comb. Seems like some black folks forgot how to primp their hair the right way.